today was a reflection of the whole season. Some elements of control, some elements of good football, good play, but no intensity, no idea how to play quickly, no idea how to play forward, and reflected the whole season. And some of the players think that they're far better than they actually are, and they're going to have a bit of a rude awakening because they don't know where they go from here. Just spoke to them all in the dressing room. Where do you go after Kidderminster Harriers? So they've got to wake up and realise this is their only chance of actually earning a living and being successful in the game.
When you look into the close season, obviously at the moment Harriers have no manager in place. You had Jimmy taking in charge for the last 2 games. Does that have to be rectified first before you can start to build the squad for next season?
We've been on that for a long time. We know it well enough, and so we've got a good idea of what we're doing, and always have done. And rest assured, the man who comes in will do his job and will work hard, and that's all I ask for. And that's what I've not seen. We were blessed, and I don't think that people realise how blessed we were to have someone like John Eustace. And he's in at 7 in the morning, leaves at 7 at night, and he'll see 4 games a week. I just think people don't want to actually work hard at football anymore, and it baffles me, because if you do well here, then perhaps you can go on and manage in the Championship. And because I'll help you. If you're successful here, I'll help you go and achieve anything you want in the game. But if you don't want to work at it, which is just a prerequisite of everything you do, just work hard, and then the rest will come. So I'm watching people go home before the players sometimes, and it's infuriating, absolutely infuriating. How on earth can a chairman go and watch more games of the opposition in the season than any of the managers he's had in the club? How can that happen? And our fans say, well, so-and-so this, and he deserves a chance here, and all I want from people is to work their socks off, to be as good as they can be. Even if it's not for Kidderminster Harriers, as long as it's as good as they want to be for themselves, the rest of it will come. And if they're not prepared to do that, then don't look at me and say, oh my God, what are you doing changing it again? The standards have been set by a man who's going to go on and achieve great things in the game, because he's in here at 7 o'clock in the morning, he leaves at 7 o'clock at night, and he works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because he wants to be as good as he can be. That's the standard that's been set, and that's the standard whoever comes into this job now has to follow. And if they don't, they won't be here. Simple as that. Because they're kidding themselves. It's a fantastic job. The number of applicants we've had for this job is extraordinary, because it's the first rung on the ladder for anybody who wants to go and succeed in football. And let me tell you, I've done a lot of managers' contracts at the higher level. They get paid particularly well. It's not a bad job to be in. So it's not a bad job to give up 24 hours of every day for 7 days a week to be able to support your family, your grandchildren, your whole, whole family tree for the money you can earn in the game now, just by putting it in, by working hard and putting it in. And I'm disappointed with the players. The players were abysmal. They haven't been very well coached all season. The messages are not getting through, and we're a shadow of the team that we were 2 years ago. And I know that, and I can see that, and it's frustrating, but I know what I want to achieve, and I know how we want to get there. And you know what? First and foremost, it's down to hard work. That's all it's down to. And if you aren't prepared to work hard, you don't deserve what you get in life.
You look at the moment, you've got contracted players. The first thing to find is the money. How close are you going to be, Colin, to being able to appoint that? I know it's right at the end of the season now, but
we're ready. We're ready. What's the point of being me, Colin Gordon, who's had 35 years in the game and all the jobs that I've had in football, not knowing what we're going to do? What's the point? And I read stuff about, we're going to give it to Jimmy and it's about money. It's not. It's about getting someone who wants to work his socks off to be successful. That's what it's about. And that's what I'll find, and that's what we will find. And we're going through a process, and we've got a short list, and we've had a short list now for 5-6 weeks. And everybody that needed to be contacted has been contacted. And everything was gauged on what we were doing next season. If we managed to nick the playoffs, great, but I wasn't as confident that we were going to do that. And therefore, let's start planning for going forward. We can't put up with this rubbish again, and we won't. So I don't know, people may think that I've got a death wish and I want to fail. No, I don't want to fail. I want to succeed. But the only way we're going to succeed is by working extremely hard. And if you're not prepared to work hard, do not get in touch with this football club, whether you're a player, a manager, a scout, a groundsman, a tea lady, no matter, media department, no matter who you are, if you're not prepared to work hard, do not get in touch with this club. because it starts with hard work. So that's where we're at. We know where we failed. We're not going to fail again, and we are going to work our hardest, and we swore, to make sure that this football club succeeds.